I didn't know what it's gonna look like. A little low. Now I'm using like a face makeup mirror for you know what I'm saying. How we doing, guys? We are live in Alaska. If you're not watching this live, I understand, because you're probably on the East Coast or the middle, the Midwest, whatever. Like, we're going live technically late. It's 8:30 in Alaska, which means it's like what, almost one in the morning in on the East Coast. But thanks guys for sticking around, and hopefully this is a sick live stream. We got 15 people in here right now. We'll start reading chat in a second. I really don't expect many people to jump on this live stream, but I wanted to go live, talk to you guys about Alaska, and it is insane out here. Also, we planned an Alaska live stream to buffer a video so we could, you know, like, we're really enjoying our time out here, you know, hanging out with Chris James and Ski Doc and Derek. Like, as much of a work trip as this is probably the closest thing to a vacation that we've had, because we put in tons of work to make sure that we could enjoy this one, man. When you go to Alaska, this is nuts. Like, I cannot wait to just talk to you guys and tell you about what's going on. Dude, Trevor made it. Let's go. So yeah, if you're not watching this live, you're watching like a podcast, let me know. Still drop comments in the comment section, and I'll try to read and reply. Like, things are slowing down for the channel, but we're not slowing down. And got some of the best turns of our lives out here, dude. It is so gorgeous. Like, you know it's gorgeous, and then you're doing it, and you're like, dude, it's even more gorgeous. And we have the crew. This trip has been all time, and so vibes are at all time 10 out of 10. Views are out of 20 trillion out of 10. Like, we did powder cat skiing instead of heli skiing because we had a group of 8 and we were all able to get in the same cat, so we like talk to each other and things like that. And just, it was more about the vibe than like the snow. We still got incredible snow on the cat. We actually, like, they let me and Ski Doc drop together, so I got some of the best shots I've ever gotten doing one of these backcountry experiences, because they never let you drop like duos, but they were like, you guys promise you won't hit each other, you can go, because they weren't worried about slides. So dude, we got 50 people is way more than I thought was gonna happen. So what up? Let's start saying hi to you guys. We got Nash is here. Jason said he probably won't be awake, but what up, Jason? The man, Bo Brennan, how we doing? Aaron's here. He says, ew. Brian, Toilet Clogger is here, of course. P&W Adventures, yo, we're watching, man. Stoked you made it. Definitely, anyone on the Pacific Northwest is, it's not a terrible time for you guys. Lots of yo's. Shadow, Kevin, E-Dog, Carvin Bush in the house. What's up, Johnny? Closing day today, day 98. Let's go. That's an insane season. Even got invited to employee kill the keg party, dude. Carvin Bush crushing it, dude. I don't remember when you came full blown evolution, but man, thanks for the support over a year being a member. Can't do it without people like you. When you go into Ski Talk, dude, we went to Ski Talk 2 days ago. We had a blast. They had a little park up. We had an insane little session on their flat bar. Ski Talk is the newest ski resort in North America. It's 2 years old. They're in stage 1. After they get all, like, once they fully build out the resort, it should be actually bigger than Alyeska, which is a massive resort, by the way. Massive in a way. It doesn't have a ton of lifts. Anyways, Alyeska is not small, so that's exciting. We got to ride. Anyone that's been to Alyeska or Alaska or lives in Alaska knows, but we did the head wall today, which doesn't open very often either, which was really cool to be able to do that. You had to get a beacon, so we had to, like, I had to rush and find a shop that was renting beacons, and I found one. Got their last beacon, so I was able to get up the head wall. Kenny bought a beacon. Like, I was able to get a rental, and then Kenny's like, yo, I want to do this so bad. I'm happy he did, because doing it with Kenny was way better than doing it solo. And go check out my Instagram story if you haven't checked it out yet. It was insane. Morning, Tima Labar, where you live? Good morning. Watching from Copper Mountain. Tyler, let's go. You get turned or what, Johnny? I don't smoke weed. Depending on what type of turn. I've definitely drank a little bit of alcohol out on this trip, which I don't drink ever when we travel. But once again, we purposely got every edit done for this entire trip. We planned it out. This is the closest thing I've had to like a dude vacation type thing. in forever ever. So it's been a really good time, and the crew is all time. So I've had some beers with the boys, but not today. In general, if I look tired, it's because I had the most exhausting. I've never done so much. Sorry, I'm pulling up Venmo and Streamlabs. I'm exhausted. I've never left a ski resort so tired in my entire life, dude. You hear the guys talking outside the window. They went onto the deck, but Alyeska's got the most the greatest side hits of a ski resort of all time. We have this. We keep saying boosting. We were hitting some massive jumps out on the mountain. It's been insane. Sorry, I guess I'm pulling up Streamlabs, so give me a second. I'll start reading the chat again. But if you can tell by the thumbnail of this live stream, by the way, we've gotten incredible shots this trip. So I'm leaving with like, and today we filmed 4 videos. And you could double a couple of those videos. All depends on how I want to post things. That is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, give me this. Cool. I don't have my whole like normal setup for live stream, so I can't, like, I usually have like Venmo, Streamlabs on a different monitor and stuff. So no, actually, I've never smoked weed ever in my entire life, just so you know. I am tired. Dude, Jeff, 13 months, man. You're insane, dude. What's still good out there to go boarding? Dude, they got a couple inches. Like, we did the Powder Cat, and we did runs, and we were riding like 4 inches of fresh snow. It was really nice. Yeah, I did the head wall, and definitely was riding like 6 inches on the head wall at Alyeska. So it's super nice. What day night in like Alaska this time of year? It gets dark at like 9:30 Alaska time, and then I don't know when the sun's up. The sun's always up when I wake up. And I usually wake up at like 7 a.m. right now. So it's definitely a lot of sunlight right now in Alaska, which is not bad. The resort time is super weird. The resort opens at 11 a.m. and is open till 6 p.m. So that's interesting too. And that's also another reason why this live stream is so late, because we rode till 6. So we didn't get back to the house for a minute, and then Derek whipped up some insane steaks, and yeah, we've had a good time. What shop did I get a beacon from? The Powder House, I believe. It was a gorgeous shop. Those guys are dope. We just watched like a ski edit of these skiers hitting all the side hits we were hitting, and they were sponsored by the Powder House, and they were ripping, throwing like 7s, and this dude was trying to hug a triple. It was crazy. Off these side hits. Like, that's how big these are the best side hits I've ever hit at a ski resort, for sure. Your boy Chill, I'm stoked that you're a skier and you still love the videos, man. Heck yeah. Mount Baker just got 3 feet of POW. Dude, that's nuts. 3 feet. I rode 3 feet of POW. It is so hard to ride that much snow. When are the Alaska videos coming out? Pretty soon. Cody, when we fly back to Colorado, and Cody literally like lands in Colorado and then flies to Missouri to go see his family for a little bit. So it's on me to get all the edits done and stuff like that, which, I mean, that's how it was before Cody started working, but we'll see. Because we got every video edited and done before we showed up here. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty tight window. Carmer says, I'll smoke for you. I love some trees. Safety meetings are a must. That's so funny. Nothing against it. I just never done it. And I'm not going to do it because I'm motivated. Nathan says, what's good? I really like the tips and trick videos. I was thinking about quitting snowboarding, but now I want to keep going and get better next season. Nathan, let's go. That's so sick, dude. You just got me hyped. Bogus Basin closed? No, dude. A lot of resorts are closing, so like obviously views and like there's only 30 people on this live stream. We were pulling like 250 mid-season. It always dies down. This is my 6th winter doing this, and I'm very used to the drop off or everything like that. Hilltop or Ski Talk? I didn't get to go to Hilltop. I'm so bummed, man. They closed the week before we showed up. And there's also one on the military base, and my cousin's out here, and he's in the Army, so I was going to be able to go to that one. They closed too, which it blows my mind. The snows out here is incredible right now, so. Sundry, how we doing? I'm doing great. 3 feet, holy smokes, yeah, dude. 3 feet is a ton of snow. Reason why I can't enjoy ski patrol. I see what you're saying. Love Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee. It's a cool town or a city. I'm friends with one of the people who huck triples. That's sick. Dude, the skiers out here, dude, we keep saying like Alaska's built different. Like the mountains, the people that rip it. I didn't get to ride the park, but the park looks a little on the side, but then the mountain is the park, man. I'm watching full-blown edits of just these side hit senders, and it's nuts. Did you watch the nines? That 2160 was insane. It was insane, Brian. 2160, that was insane. I don't think it was a single flip though, or whatever. 5 flips, no way. I truly disagree. If they claim that to be the first Stinko, I won't be stoked on that at all. It was a 2160, and it's dope. But call it what it is. It was not 5 flips. 5 flips, you'll know that there's 5 flips. But you tell me. What's the next mountain trip you're planning on? Athens on May 1st. We're heading to Mammoth. We're going to do 2 weeks in Mammoth. Then I'm going to take a week off with the family. We're going to run around like Disneyland and a bunch of stuff in LA for about a week. Then we're going to go to Palisades, which is Squaw Valley, for a week. Like the Tahoe area, ride whatever's open still at the end of May. Then we're going to head up to Oregon, and we'll be in Oregon June 1st through half of July. So this will be a 2.5 month long trip for shredding and hosting summer camp, which is fully booked and going to be insane. So I hope you guys are ready. Everyone that signed up for summer camp, it's going to be nuts. I can tell I'm going live at such a different hour because like the normal crew is like, they're not here, and it's sick because of Lee Miller. What are you doing awake, dude? Lee Miller is coming to camp, but he lives on the East Coast, dude. It's late out there. But there's a ton of new faces out here. So what up, guys? I'm stoked to be talking to you guys. Randy's awake though. What up, dude? Dude, Alaska is insane. I went up to North Mountain, and the night I get there, it dumps 3 feet. Dude, that's so sick. Have you ever been to Whistler? I've not been to Whistler, but when we do get to Whistler, it's gonna be sick. The only thing I heard when I saw the 2160 is helicopter. Sweet, are you gonna come to Minnesota anytime? We'll probably make it back to Minnesota next year. Kind of focused. My mom lives in Wisconsin at the moment, so the Midwest, I'm kind of like hyper focused on completing kind of like the Wisconsin mountains. We'll probably do a big Midwest trip next year. Try and knock out the big chunk. Dude, the goal to ride every resort in the United States it's heavy. There's a lot of resorts. We're chipping away. We're over 100 ridden though. There's 470, so we're getting there. B1 or B1980. What up, dude? Darn, camp's full. I can't go. Dude, Trevor, you can go to camp, dude. You already signed up, dog. You filled it up. How many beers have you had? Today, like right after we got done riding, like 4 hour or that was hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours and 45 minutes ago, I had a beer. That was it. I literally do not like drinking any alcohol, even a single beer in riding. Like that's not, I treat snowboarding completely like a sport, and like I'm not gonna drink a beer and then go play football. Like we had a pretty insane day. Like I said, we were at the head wall. The hike was gnarly. It was an hour hike, and we rode from open to close too, so everyone was exhausted, and then the crew was like, yo, like celebratory beer. Like I said, we're out here with 8 other dudes, and so like when the crew gets a bunch of beers, I'm not gonna be the dude that's like, nah, don't give me a beer. I'm like, all right, we're doing a beer, I'll drink a beer. But I knew I was going live, so I didn't drink a bunch of beers or anything. If I, like I said, if I look tired or like high or whatever, it's because I'm tired, guys. Like we're crushing it out here. Check Venmo. Oh, first donate. Oh, hold on. Yeah, first donation of the live stream, Tyler, dude. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. He did that on Venmo, guys. If you want to drop a donation, there's the blue bar as my Venmo and my Streamlabs. You can use those options. I get 100% of your donation, or you can drop a super chat. It supports the dream. It's how trips like these happen. So Tyler, thank you so much for the $5 going towards the trip. Says, hope you're having a good time out there, brother. Dude, Tyler, we really am, man. You got to do something like this. I hope everyone that snowboards can get a trip out to Alaska. This is absolutely unreal. Just anyone that's alive should come to Alaska and just experience it. It's different out here. That's why I love so much about this channel. I'm going around and like seeing everything. Like when we rode New Mexico, I drove through basically all of New Mexico. I know what New Mexico has to offer, which is super cool. And we rode 3 different resorts out here in Alaska, but the bottom half, like the Anchorage area, we have a pretty good idea of what Alaska's like. At least this bottom part. Obviously, there's so much unknown or like gnarly in Alaska, but like for like the main area, we had to see it. Brian says, also, Johnathan, been ripping up Killington a lot recently. Very happy to shred up there pretty shortly. I'm going to go watch your videos of Killington. Your review is pretty soon. Dude, Killington is sick. Definitely enjoyed my time at Killington. Johnathan, you go to ride every resort in the United States is unreal. What is the plan once you ride every resort? After we ride every resort in the United States, and obviously it's going to get easier when we get sponsors and like other things behind it, and as the kids get older and I can go on like a little bit longer of a trip, like when they're in school or something, I can just go send it for a minute, like on the East Coast, and knock out like 40 resorts in 2 weeks. That's when it will get a lot quicker and easier to do this whole thing. But after we ride every resort in the United States, it would be sick. I'm the type of like, okay, one goal down, what's the next goal? And so like next goal might be like ride a resort in every single country would be really cool. Riding every resort in the world, like I don't want to do that. like riding the small Midwest or like tiny hills is fun and sick. But as I get older like more like riding the best resorts that are out there, that kind of sounds more sick. Or ride every helicopter operation that exists. How much did the total trip cost? This trip? It's tough because I'm paying completely for Cody's way because he's my filmer, my editor, my employee. So Cody's out here, so like I'm everything's ×2. So like Airbnb ×2, rental, like because we got 8 dudes, we got a nice Airbnb, we had to get 2 rental cars. Like all those costs are gonna get divided amongst the whole crew. So that's whatever my cost is ×2. And then obviously I'm covering all Cody's food while he's out here and all of that. And then like we got hooked up with tickets at most of the resorts. We did not get hooked up today, sadly. So I bought Cody's and the ski docks because I knew the ski dock would hold the camera a little bit because he's the man. So it's my total trip cost is a lot. So in the ballpark, it's a couple thousand. The flights were really cheap though. It was only like $250 for us to fly out here. Well, the trip's not over yet too, so I don't really know. Love your goal of going to every resort in the United States. It making me wish to visit the US for snowboarding. Yeah, do it. Come to the US. Tomorrow we're going to Alyeska and then we leave on Tuesday. Tomorrow's our last day snowboarding in Alaska. Do I have a goggle tan? I've been putting sunblock on. We've been just on the mountain. You want to see a goggle tan? Luke! Let me get Coach. You guys want to see a goggle tan? Yo, Coach. Is he up here? Yeah. Yo, come show me goggle tan. They want to see they were making fun of mine. I didn't even see it on there. Get in here, Coach. Come show them the tan. Just don't curse and don't bring a beer. Hi guys, this is Luke. We call him Coach, and he's got an insane goggle tan. That dog, give him a nice big. Look at that. Oh, you have 2 layers. You have the old layer, and then you have a fresh one on top.
You have to go goggles, and then big glasses, and then small glasses. And I'm still working on the small glasses.
Yeah, still working on the small glasses.
There you go.
Yeah, dog.
All right, guys.
Yeah, Coach will be the only skier in all the videos. He throws down. It's so funny. That is a tan. That's a goggle. He showed up on the trip with the tan. He's like, yo, I forgot to put sunblock on in Park City. And he was fried. What does the tattoo on my arm say? It says, do not be shaped by this world, Romans 12:2. That's my interpretation of that Bible verse. I've not made it to White Pass in Washington yet, but it'll be sick. I'm kind of saving a lot of the Washington or the West Coast resorts. We'll do a pretty good West Coast trip this upcoming year. But we've been kind of hyper focused on Midwest and East Coast so far on the goal to ride every resort, and then like knocking out all of like New Mexico. Yeah, things like that. Johnathan, is there a way that you can shout out Brenna Renew for getting Lucino Garnido? I don't even know what that means. Right? Isn't that, dude, everyone's hyped on the tan. I love it. Yeah, on one. Yeah, we're in Anchorage. It looks like a fried shrimp. Mason, yeah, we're staying in Anchorage. We got a real nice Airbnb. You cannot tell behind me with the fancy wall and everything. I got the master suite. I don't know why they gave that to me. I think they gave me the suite for this live stream. What can you tax, or what can you tax write off? Scott, anything that goes towards the business. So any trips, anything skiing, snowboarding related. America is built for the entrepreneur. So if you become an entrepreneur, you get to write off a lot, which is nice. But at the same time, all this is business expense. It's awesome. My business is awesome by design. So like I took out the whole crew as like a celebratory dinner, and it was for the crew after a really good day of riding, and like that is also a tax write-off, which is nice to be able to like thank them for being in the videos and everything like that. We talked obviously business and things, and so that's how it all plays off. So if you're a young person out there, even if you're an old person, you have the opportunity to become your own business. I highly recommend it. That's what America's designed for. Luke, dude, I'm stoked that you're loving the videos. Oh, and we'll be at Alyeska tomorrow, man. If you want to meet us, come out and rip. Man, I saw the video about going to Baker on a road and the roads being bad. Don't worry, because the plows take care. Make sure drive safe. Dude, P&W Adventures, of course, Doug. Will there be camp detail emails when you get back to Colorado? Yeah, Trevor, we can get that emailed out. But like, honestly, everything you need to know, Trevor, for camp is on the buckhousecamps.com, dog. Has everything you need to bring. Bring it and then just chill. I'll pick you up. It's so funny because like I live life so like not planned out, I guess, or like. Yeah, I guess not planned out. Like, I think we put resorts down on where we're gonna go out here, but like that wasn't the true order. Like we were literally waking up and be like, "What resort do we want to go to today?" And then like deciding and going. But it always works out best that way because like you got to make micro decisions and things to like better the trip, and like everything that we picked on the day we did it all like has lined up perfect. Nico says, "Hey, Jonathan, I signed up for camp. Let's go!" And was wondering when all the emails with the information about the plane flights and such. So Nico, book your flight as long as you land before 3 p.m. is when we're gonna pick up everybody, and then we're gonna drop everybody off before 12. So like don't book a flight before 12 on your way out. I think I said that, but yeah, so on Sunday arrival time, like fly in anytime before 3, and then Sunday arrival time, and then Saturday leave time, don't book a flight before 12 if you want us to drop you off. How's the driving been in Alaska so far? Super easy, actually. They got highways and stuff. It's gorgeous drives, by the way. We're not riding the like Alaska where it's like all travel by air and stuff. What time did the resorts close in Alaska? The one we rode today closed at 6 p.m. I'm assuming all of our rentals have 4-wheel drive, but like we're not getting any snow while we're out here. This has like been the nicest weather they said in months. So we're enjoying the stuff. Also, Nico, you can DM me on the app if you have any specific questions on email me or on Wix. Like send me a message if you need any specific. How's the food in Alaska? Dude, Timmy, man, we've been eating bear, whale. It's all so good. No, I'm joking. The food is as good as you want it. They got 2 Targets out here. I think they have 3 Walmarts. It all depends on what you want. It's close to the ocean, so you can get fresh, obviously like fresh seafood and stuff. But it's good stuff. My mouth dropped. That's like one of the jokes I hear. Like, yo, do you guys know where we can get some whale? I'm trying to eat some bear. It's pretty funny. What time is it for us? Because it's 1 a.m. for you. Your boy Chill. It is 9 p.m. right now. So, did you eat whale blubber? We did not get to eat any whale. It's called there's a specific word for it. I can remember this. The locals have a, can't remember it. Yukma, something like that. Is anyone that lives in Alaska like know like the best restaurant? Tomorrow's our last night. But Derek was gonna make fried chicken and donuts, he said. Suggestion for your first, does not sound healthy, by the way. Suggestions for your first snowboard. Michael, I don't have a brand, but I do have a profiler for you. Get a flat profile that rocker is up. That's I think the best profile to get pretty good at snowboarding, and then once you're like a really solid rider, go full camper. Carmen Bush's mom's BF brought beer sausage over. Let's go. Derek made flank steak tonight with like potatoes and a salad. It was so good. Elk is nasty. I haven't had elk. Good morning from Switzerland. Let's go. Tennis Jones, how we doing? People waking up in Switzerland. That's cool. Check this. No, but at the end of the day, this the trip was completely worth it. Just the memories building with the dudes. Dude, Brett Straley, thank you so much for the $5 donation, Brett. It says Alaska trip. He's got like a plane flying around the world. That was on Venmo. Dude, thank you so much for the Venmo $5 donation. You're the man. Definitely making these trips go down with the donations. Chair 5 is good. He said chair 7, chair 5. Muktuk, that's what it's called. Zephy sounds like Alaskan local. Yeah, whale is called muktuk. I hear it smells horrible is what the locals keep saying. I don't know what chairs we rode, honestly. We looked at a map once, and I kind of really didn't really look at it. DB Snow, yo, when we showed up and we saw the map, like, you get up and you can see LAS got like almost everything pretty clear from like the first 2 chairlifts. And I was like, dude, that like hike too, like we gotta go do the hike thing. We get up to it, it's like beacon required. We're like, no, dude, I don't have a beacon on me. Like, my beacon's in Colorado. Because when you do like powder cats and stuff, they provide all that. So like we didn't like, I was like, save some weight in the bag. Like I won't bring it. So when I couldn't do that, I was like, fine. Like we'll go ride the Christmas shoot or whatever. It's like the longest double black diamond in North America. I was like, we'll ride that to the bottom. Then there's like some shops down there. We'll see if we can get a beacon in there, like rent one. So we get down there and they're like, no, you got to go over to like this shop. They actually rent them. So I call them. I'm like, you have a beacon? They're like, we have one. So I was like, yo, guys, they only have one. And the whole crew was like, you got to go do it and make the video. I was like we won't go. Like, you go do it. I was like, okay. So then I go and rent the beacon, and then Kenny's like, I'm not gonna make you do it solo. He bought the beacon. So then we were able to go to the top of the mountain, and in that whole process, we only looked at like the map once. So I don't remember the names of any chairlifts. I didn't even get to see the park, but I didn't come to Alaska really to ride park, so I'm not too worried about it. I've not been to Baldface, but Baldface is on like the bucket list, like the snowboard dream bucket list. We'll get a sponsored trip to Baldface and having an incredible experience. What's a weird niche item you think is essential to snowboarding? That's actually a really cool question. What's a snowboard gear that I like always have? Trying to think. I'm like looking at all my gear. Man, that's a real hard one. Because it's pretty basic. You know, your snowboard socks, you have your boots. Then you have your crash pants, which I highly recommend. Everyone has crash pants. DB Snow just say crash pants. That's becoming pretty common, but they're just, I'll grab my gray hair. Like, they're just padded shorts that protect your booty. So your butt doesn't turn into my butt. Chapstick. Snowboard pants. I like to wear a sweater underneath. The live stream yawn. You know, I knew you couldn't. I wasn't gonna make it through the whole time without that. Then you have like glove dangles. Even though I haven't been rocking glove dangles this season, that's a pretty crucial item. Get your face mask, your beanie, your helmet, evolution sticker. That's what it is. That's a item every snowboarder should have to better their time out on the mountain. Broke 3 bindings in 5 years. Oof. A reverse binding and screwdriver. Like a little screwdriver in the pocket's huge. I mean, a board lock. If you're gonna be rolling around with a fresh new snowboard and some new bindings, definitely get a board lock. My stuff gets pretty beat up, so I'm not always worried someone's gonna jack it, but I did. How did you like Arctic Valley? Dude, we had an insane time at Arctic Valley. I got this really cool hand plant photo. Stoked on it. But we had a fresh day at Arctic Valley too. And we've actually filmed a bunch of videos out here already. Arctic Valley Day, we got 2 videos. Then we got 1 video at Ski Talk. Then we had the cat video, which I can turn that into multiple videos, a lot of top to bottoms, or like, I don't know, it's a lot of content filmed on a cat day. Then a lot of TikToks and things. I dropped the biggest cornice of my life, about a 15-foot cornice, and landed it and rode away, and I was like, it's kind of a flat landing too, but then we hit other jumps on the cat day. It was nuts. And then today we filmed 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 4 videos today. That's why we're not gonna be live crazy long today, but we'll be live. My Tony Hawk board just got a huge hole in it today. Solid fix, easy though. Dude, that's why I put my Tony Hawk board on the wall. I was like, dude, I gotta put Birdman away. What is it like being able to ride as late as you are and still light out? Lee Miller, it's one of those things where you don't really notice what's going on because it feels like I'm already adjusted to the time. I adjust immediately when I travel. So like, it feels like 9 p.m. right now, you know? The light being up super late, it's not that weird. Especially like we go ride and then we come back to the Airbnb. Sorry guys. I'm physically exhausted too. Like I'll get off this live stream and go hang out with the boys for a little bit, but then I'm going to bed. But it is nice too that the resorts open at 11 because you don't have like an awkward pressure to show up early because you know like yo they're closed till they're not open till 11, and then like it's pretty firm in the morning, so like you know it's that crazy eager to get out there either. Red Cactus, man, thank you so much. Stoked that you love the videos. Did you realize this was live? Oh, I didn't realize this was live. How's Alaska? Planning on sightseeing? No, planning on sight. Well, it's hard because like no matter what you do, you're sightseeing. Alaska's beautiful, so like I think we definitely got a good amount of sightseeing. I'd love to see a whale, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm about to graduate high school and kind of want to just send it and move to Colorado. Any suggestions? Pashi, my biggest suggestion is do it. Like if you kind of want to, don't kind of want to, do it. Like want it and it'll happen. A kind of want means it's not going to happen. Like you don't get in life what you want. You only get in life what you have to have. If you have to be a shredder, you have to ride big mountains, you want to live in the West Coast, It's only going to happen if you want it. So like make that decision. Like, do you kind of want to do it or do you really want to do it? If you really want to do it, sounds like you just graduated high school, work for a ski resort. It's going to be your easiest way out there. You can get employee housing. That's what I did out of high school. But ideally, like working for a place by the resort is the way to go. Like I worked at Target 2 to 10, 30 every day. Like that was by far the best schedule. But I didn't have housing. I had to find housing. Housing is going to be your most expensive, hardest thing to get. But like the Target in Silverthorne, if you do the overnight shift, which once again, you're a young dude, you could easily do the overnight shift. They'll pay you $22.50 an hour to do the overnight shift. And then in the winter, they're going to give you a shift diff. Or they're going to give you a holiday rate, which is an extra $1. So during the season, you'll make $23.50 an hour working at Target. I wish I got paid that when I worked at Target, but if you want it, you can do it, man. You can figure it out. And once again, asking a question like that to me is the great way to figure it out, man. And I hope you come out. I mean, I really hope you do it. Moving to the mountains when I was 18, just about to turn 19, that was the best decision of my life. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I wanted to shred. I didn't know that those early years that I put into the mountain, becoming a strong rider, would pay off in my later years when I finally started making a YouTube channel. And now I snowboard for a living. I'm in Alaska. I never would have made it to Alaska, like, if I didn't do this channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have just been like, maybe I would still be living in the mountains. I probably wouldn't with how expensive it is. Like, you know, having kids, me and my wife probably would have like transferred and I would have been like living somewhere cheap, you know, and like being like, man, I really miss snowboarding. Like, but because when I was young and I had to snowboard, I moved to the mountains and then figured it out, and then life happened and now I snowboard for a living. So like, do it. You never know what it's going to be, but chase your passions, especially when you're young, before you have a girlfriend, before you have a wife, before you have kids. It's much harder when you do it. You can still do it, but like riding every resort in the United States would be so easy if I was 20 and I didn't have any kids and I wasn't married. Now that I am, it adds so many more challenges. Like right now, like I'm having a blast in Alaska. I miss my kids so bad. I FaceTimed them today and like I miss them, you know. I want to hold Bristol. I want to talk to Roman. I want to wrestle them. Like, they miss me. So, but Dad's working, you know. Sometimes you gotta get some work done. This is gonna at least work as sick. I don't know if we'll come next year. I'd love to get out, obviously, like every year. But that goal to ride every resort in the United States that really dictates where we go. So once this season's done and over with, like we'll lay it out. We'll look and see what we can knock out, and then see what Bobby's okay with us knocking out. Roman starts school next season, so we gotta see what Roman's school schedule is too, and then we're gonna hit it. Jono, how we doing? Yeah, Jono, this is it's only 9:13 p.m. in Alaska, so pretty normal time, and I'm already adjusted to Alaska time, but. UDs, witty D's. I quit my job a few weeks to move closer to the mountains. Let's go, Lee Miller. Heck yeah, dude. Lee's been ripping. And he's coming to Snowboard Camp. How old am I? I'm 31. I just turned 31 on the 4th. So we're getting up there in age, but we're still sending it. Golden advice, even if you don't bum long term, it's the experience, because life gets complicated as you get older. It really does get complicated as you get older, and it gets more expensive, and you know, responsibilities start taking over and jobs start taking over, and then you know, I know I'm definitely in a really blessed position where I get to do what I absolutely love in life with a purpose, and like wake up every single day motivated, and not everyone finds that life purpose, but like really it's never been easier in life to chase your dreams. It's really never been easier. So if you want to have it, you can make it happen. How are the conditions in Alaska? Might go out there next week. It'll be kind of slushy next week, I would assume, but they just got a bunch of snow. And we've been riding some fresh, dude, we got some fresh turns. It's not like deep POW, but we're getting POW slashes. April birthdays rock, right? Cody's is on the 16th, so in 6 days it's Cody's birthday. Yeah, being 31, I'm not even hit my prime yet, you know? Like 40 is the new 20, man. We're out here with Chris James and Luke. Those guys are older dudes and they're sending it and they're still going. I mean, they kept up all day yesterday, you know? Like I can't wait to see what I'm doing in my 40s. I got canned at my job last week and I'm sending it out to Colorado for the rest of the season. Love that. Know any way to get an A-Bay pass to ride the rest of the season, spring A-Bay? I think they sell them, Sir Bacon. They used to sell a spring pass. They might not be able. They might not be. Getting a job at A-Basin will get you your pass though. A-Basin is one of the chillest places to work for out of resorts. Yeah, I'm going to Eliesca tomorrow. We did not book heli ski soon enough, but also we kind of were trying to decide if we want to do heli ski or cat tour because our group was so big, and we're pretty hyped on the cat tour that we did. Other than the cat broke down on us midday, and so the cat broke down on us midday, and we had to wait like 2 hours for a new cat to get to us to ride. But the sick thing is they kept getting us drops, and we were supposed to be back. We were supposed to leave the backcountry on 4, and we were out there till 6. Like it was pretty nuts. Dude, I gotta have 5 flip tricks by 40. I definitely gotta learn a new flip trick. I got backflips. We gotta get front flips, rodeos. We got a lot of tricks. I'm gonna buy a pretty nice trampoline this summer. I decided it like a trampoline, like a good one to learn tricks. If you ever plan coming to Michigan again, I'd recommend going to Bonnie Mountain and Mount Bohemia. Yeah, everyone in Michigan recommends those. Well, that's probably where our Michigan trip will be next year, just because they're so highly recommended. But I was hyped on our Michigan trip last year. Like literally, this season, I was so hyped on Pine Knob and Mount Brighton. Can't think of the other ones. Alpine Valley. Sadly, we did not get the heli. We'll get the heli though. This is not the last time I'm coming to Alaska, dude. Alaska is gonna be a pretty common thing. Mount Holly, yeah, Holly. Alaska is the best. The blues at Alaska are black anywhere else, and the blacks are double. Chuck's Gate in North Face, dude. I'm so jealous. Chuck's Gate. I'll have to check that out. Just hit my first 50-footer today. So stoked, terrifying at the same time. Tristan, where did you hit a 50-foot jump? That's a big jump. 75-foot is the biggest jump I've ever hit. That was back when Keystone was building booters. That was hitting Keystone's pro line. But a 50-foot jump, that's not a joke, man. Usually Breck's pro line ends at 45. And so we were hitting that this season. That's a big jump, dog. You guys still there? What happened to the chat? Where'd the chat go? Checking the donos. Did you see the world's first 2160 on a snowboard? I did see it. I mentioned it earlier in the live stream. I said it was sick. It wasn't a Cinco flip though. I don't want people to get that mistaken. That was just a 2160. Still sick. Dude, Australia. We'll start traveling the world soon. Obviously, we had COVID. The crews they were like cheering. It's so funny. We had to get past COVID, and now COVID's kind of like just disappeared. It's tough to travel the world when the kids are so little. So once they get a little bigger, we'll get out there. There's still so much in the U.S. we gotta see. Got distracted watching ridiculousness. Was the cat tour the favorite day out there? Yeah, by far cat tours went for second. But today is like a close second. We've had every day out here has been nuts. Yeah, it's hard to. I feel like it's hard to have a bad day in Alaska when it's so gorgeous. I snowboarded for the first time this year, and I'm hooked. My friends were saying I'm really good for my first time going. I hit black. I only fell a couple times. That's my big problem is the toe wedge. Any tips? Yeah, Posey. Oh, Pashi. I have a whole how to snowboard playlist, and I have like how to J turn. Like check that video out. I have how to S turn. Go watch those two videos, and that covers how to toe side turn. I think I have a video called like 5 tips to toe sides or something like that. That is in my how to snowboard playlist. Go just because you're new to snowboarding, go to my channel, go to playlist, go to how to snowboard playlist, and there's so much for you to learn, man. Go like binge those videos. When the videos drop in about a week, we're not that far ahead right now. I took a lot of time off before we came out here, spending time with the family, and then Bobby went out of town to go see her dad for a couple days, so we kind of been catching up on our videos. Keep it up. Keep up the U.S. My to visit the U.S. list is so big now. I'll have to live there. Jono, yes. So that you're like making things to do in the U.S. based off these videos. That's so sick. All right, guys. I am gonna end the live stream here. I really appreciate the support. Thanks for the couple donations, guys, tonight. I'm tired. We got a lot more to send. And got any tips for editing clips? Tristan, make vlogs and things. There's a lot of tips to it. The biggest thing is if you get bored, your clip's too long. If it takes longer to say the action, it's too long. So like open the door. If the video clip of opening the door takes longer than you saying open the door, that's too long. Cut it short. Quick, fast is gonna get it done for you. You're drunk, dude. I'm not even close to drunk because I don't want to be hung over tomorrow. I'm trying to have the best time ever on the mountain, not trying to be drunk. Jonathan, how can I get a message in private? Red, you can email me or you can send me a DM on Instagram. That's what a lot of people do. Go look at Xmas shoot. It's probably won't be open. We did it today. Kirk's, we wrote a Christmas shoot today. So how long are you staying there? We're tomorrow's our last day, and then we fly out Tuesday morning. So I'm gonna go spend some time with the boys. Appreciate the love and support, guys. Have a good night. It was a good, fun, short live stream. So see you guys tomorrow with another video. It is daily on this channel. You guys know that, right? See you guys.